How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing: always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Lucid. It was able to post up a green day. We did see some strength in the overall market, so that is not surprising whatsoever. But going into tomorrow, there are some key levels that I want you guys to watch, especially if you're thinking about trading it. But before I get started, I just want to remind you, if you're new to this channel, we do have timestamps down below inside the description because I value your time. So what we're going to take a look at, we're going to be taking a look at the charts, we're going to be taking a look at the short interest, and then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts. So let's get into those videos right now. So we're going to take a look at the chart for Lucid. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $14.09, being up 0.86%. On the low, it tested $13.52, and then on the high, testing $14.22. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 19.075 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 15.55 million shares. So we had above average volume on the day, and we saw some strength in the stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is a daily chart, when we take a look at our levels, yes, they are still there. I want to make sure you guys pay attention to them. But also, we ended up seeing a low at $13.52. And again, we know our 52-week low is at $13.25. So does that mean we could see that 52-week low sometime this week? It is a possibility, so please keep that in mind. So we ended up seeing a high at $14.22. So if we end up using this as resistance going into tomorrow, that's where I could see us making an even lower low than what we had today, and that's why I said to watch that 52-week low. If you're looking for a bullish move out of Lucid, not only does it need to get above 14.22 going into tomorrow, you'd want to see a move to the 9 EMA at $14.52. If it's able to close above this level, most preferably, then I would look for it to actually get to the 21 EMA at $15.13. So we want to see it at the $15 level. If we look back here on September the 29th, we did have resistance here, so we need to break above it so we can make that move to 15.13. And of course, that key area that I've highlighted and I say to watch my levels at $15.33. So overall, at least you guys know what it looks like to the upside and as well as for the downside. So let's see what Lucid does going into Tuesday. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for Lucid. So the off exchange short volume ratio is at 60.53%, and then for the off exchange short volume, it is just over 2.80 million shares. Scrolling down on the page, the short shares availability is at 350,000, updated 6 minutes ago, and then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 6.37%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume, we could see for the close of the 29th, it was at 65.85, and then for the close of the 30th, being at 60.53. So it's gone down a bit, and then when we take a look at the short interest percentage of the float, being at 21.38%, Lucid does continue to have short squeeze potential. So for my final thoughts for Lucid when it comes to the price action, so we ended up seeing a low at $13.52. If you guys remember, the 52-week low is at $13.25. So this is not far off whatsoever. We ended up seeing a high at $14.22. So what do you want to see going into tomorrow? You want to see a move from Lucid going to at least $14.50. This is right where we have the 9 EMA. If it's able to reclaim it and gain some more momentum, that's where you want to see it making that move going to $15. But the one thing is, there are going to be sellers that are going to be hanging out, so you're going to need that buying volume coming into the play. This is very crucial. Let's say, for example, we end up not getting past the high of the day. Then we end up having a rejection, and that's where we can start getting closer to actually testing that 52-week low. And if we have a major sell-off, it's very possible for Lucid to make another 52-week low. As far as for the short interest information, it does continue to have short squeeze potential as well. So with that said, we know if there's a catalyst or there's a lot of buying volume, it could pick up very quickly. I told you guys about the month of October, and what you want to look out for is the mid all the way down to the end. And the main reason behind it, not only do we have earnings season, but we also have midterm elections that are going to be coming up. And I don't think that they want the market selling off or looking extremely bearish going into those elections. So with that said, as far as for Lucid, if you want to start building out your position, make sure you do your homework and you do your due diligence, but I'll be focusing on buying on those lows, buying when it has pullbacks and so forth, and then seeing what it would do from there. Dollar cost cost averaging. I am not telling you guys to buy. I'm not allowed to do that, but take a look at the charts, see where there's a lot of weakness, and also paying attention to that 52-week low. If we get close to that level, that's where I feel like, you know what, it is worth some more consideration, and that's all I can really say at this point. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see what Lucid does going into Tuesday. We'll talk soon.